Alright, so today's going to be a fun day. I'm here with my brother, Tyron. Dude, this guy's loose, man. He's an absolute beast. So today's going to be fun because obviously it's 3 times my size, the powerlifter is strong as an ox, but we're going to go put him through a bodybuilding session. So this is going to be fun because I'm going to give you guys the session that I do to develop my chest. We're going to go through it. You guys do this too, get some double Ds. Let's go. Oh.
Came through dripping Aquafina, I'm sipping 15, kept a weapon on me. Flow make digits, I'm on my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us, red run when I tell a peace. Love is love. Love is love. Adios. Bendo with the switch again. Boy, deliver like he happening.
Very important not to jump into your working sets right away, so we're going to do our warm-up. I'm going to take you to the warm-up that I do. Pretty simple. Pretty much go half the weight, hit it for 20 reps. It's like a working warm-up set. Wears you out quite a bit, but I don't mess around too much with my warm-up. So remember, just keep it in that tension range and don't lock out. 20 reps is a lot, so you have a good rest period, as if you did a working set. Keep the same weight, just do 10 reps again. So again, that's a pretty quick warm-up process, and we go straight into the working sets now. So I'm just going to hit these 45s. Now, I was supposed to be competing in 2 weeks, but the damn coronavirus cancelled the show, but low calories, I'm on a cut, so, you know, I don't really have any expectations. I'm just going to move them for whatever I can, but we'll see how we go, okay? Powerlifting, you work your way up to that major lift. My major lift's kind of at the start, and then we start pyramiding down while we're fresh. Because, you know, if I hit this for 10 or whatever, it's going to be hard for me to hit that again. But then after that, it's just all about stressing the muscle and just keep tearing. So.
That's another massive thing as to why we're joining doing this at the moment. Is to see those differences between the weightlifting sports. Being a powerlifter, my rests are much bigger. We pyramid up to a massive weight rather than starting with a big weight at the start. So this kind of training, even small things like that, if you've been around a weight room a lot, you'll notice the differences in just those 2 minor things there. So it's going to be an exciting journey to jump in with Dan here, both swapping our types of training. We're going to learn so much from all this. So
yes, and that's another important point as well. You have to be clear on what parts you want to take because you can't half-ass everything. Tyron, they eat a lot of calories, man. You've got to commit. Anyway, how many calories are we on leading up to your comp?
I'll be 6.5.
Yeah.
In that range,
Yeah. A lot of food, man. A lot of food, longer rest periods, a lot of very specific work. Everything that you are doing is based on improving the lift. That's it, nothing else. Even all your secondary work, it's all about improving that lift. Where when it comes to bodybuilding, they always say it's not about what you can lift, it's what you look like you can lift. That's all it is, man. That's all show, bro.
No, much more of the artist when it comes to the bodybuilders are.
Exactly.
But you're dead right. We do not do anything that doesn't incorporate in making those 3 lifts that we do, which are bench, squat, and deadlift, better. We don't do anything else outside of that. So changing up the program at the moment with Dan is going to be awesome fun.
Yeah,
it's good.
But for Tyron, this is probably a little bit more fun because you've only been powerlifting for what, about 2 years now?
Yeah, just over 2 years now.
And what'd you get your lifts up to, bro?
I've added 100 kilos to my bench, so I've reached 200 now. I've added probably 130, 140 kilos to my squat, which is now 350, and I've added 120 kilos to my deadlift, which is 320 now.
That's insane, man.
So, yeah.
Insane.
Yeah. But like Dan said, that's focusing on just doing that. people hear numbers like that and they go, oh my god, I wish I could do that, but like this is all I do, man. All I do is bench squat and deadlift. So
and that's
mixing up like this is different.
Exactly, and that's the same thing about prioritizing. A lot of people, there's a bit of a misconception when it comes to bodybuilding, and people will load up their weights and kind of do a hybrid with their powerlifting. But
Power builders?
Yeah, power builders. Well, power builders are sick, but some people, for example, you want to develop your chest. And they get on the bench and they're just driving through their triceps and their front delt and they don't get a good chest connection that they want to do with their chest.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more, what can you say, as you said, artistry.
Yeah.
And a bigger thought process is about more mind muscle connection and getting a pump as opposed to lifting heavy. But anyway, let's get into it, eh? All right. At the moment, one of these dumbbells weighs as much as I do, so bear with me.
Right? Let's get it.
Somersaults for my Benjamins. I got what you need, baby. Skirt the Chevy, make a scene, baby.
Alright, here we go. Look at that. Nice control.
Baby, big Papa, word to G, baby. Look, lab till I'm finished. Had a handful of lemons through the hand. Got a bag, now the hands in the business.
Probably the longest rest period of the workout because we're gonna hit them again, and jumping too early, you won't get many reps out at all. So, while still there, I'm gonna finish this card. 2,200 calories, and I'm training twice every day.
Yeah. See, I would find that so hard, man. I find it so hard, that lack of energy to be able to go and kick this.
Yeah. Especially like early morning cardio or late cardio, and then still hitting 10 PT sessions.
Yeah.
And then doing the session with intensity.
That's an endurance. It feels over a long time, bro. You don't just jump in and start doing that shit, bro.
Yeah, it's tough, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Another rookie error. You gotta pump and reveal. You gotta get a pump first.
Yeah. I love it.
Rookie error. You can't come in cold with a singlet, right? You gotta get that pump first.
And that's on bodybuilding, right?
But as I'm saying, and this comes to, when it comes to bodybuilding, to maximize your, I guess your physique, you really have to break it up into bulking and cutting phases. People that try to sit in the middle never really get anywhere. You have to be at a good surplus to build muscle, you have to be at a good deficit to burn body fat. If you're sitting in the middle, you're not maximizing any area, and sometimes that's what gives you a plateau and leaves you stagnant, okay? So again, my exercise performance is probably not gonna be the best, but it's all about maintaining that muscle while I burn body fat and keeping my strength up, all right? So.
See the sun, bro. Let's go, Dan, come on. There you go, let's go. Welcome, come on, man. Let's go. Up.
I think I'm dead.
I stole almost left my voice.
Also then, take a big notice, I don't know if you'll notice this, the difference in the way that we set up when we're doing this. He's doing a much better bodybuilding physique style. His feet are out further. He's focusing a lot more on using those chest muscles to press. Have a look at the difference of how I set up. And this is some of the things that we want to really pick out between the two sports. Because a lot of it all comes down to technique, doesn't it? Difference. So, I'll come up, I'll bring my legs and feet right up under me, and the first thing I'm going to tighten is my back, is my lats. So my lats are my main holding force through my chest workout.
Come on, bro. Look at that.
No, you see, you came through, you just didn't train.
Smoked it.
It's a very important point, but at the same time, there's no right and wrong way to do it. One, there's about maximizing your lift for the method that you're doing, but at the same time, if Tyron's got his technique down that's going to enhance his strength and his lifts, it's definitely something that I can work on as well. We're both going to learn a lot from each other.
100%.
So that's stay tuned because you're going to learn a lot of stuff, man. This is going to be real cool. You know, my leg went from 10, I only got 8 that time, so I'm going to start really pyramiding down, and I still want to keep that connection high.
Yep.
I'm going to hit them 40s again. Bring it like that, get the good tilt, and get that squeeze. I'll probably still only get 8 or whatever. Like say I start pyramiding down, but whatever.
Fucking okay, let's do it. You're gonna lead it today, brother?
I did squats with him last time, got a PB like that, so we are going to shoot again. I will go to the power horse and we'll pick another lift, and now that the comp's not on, I can start eating some calories again.
Yeah, let's have some fun, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. And remember, a lot of people will have a hard time with dumbbells because they just can't get them up. So watch this technique, alright? You put them on the end of your knees. As you lay back and kick your knees up, and you use that momentum. If you go slow and get them up, they won't get up, okay? Tuck your elbows. 3, 2, 1. Kick, up, and push. That's it.
Nice, easy, bro. Let's go.
Optimizer for the biggest, that's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. I've been playing with the minutes that they been shoulda gave, and I'm flipping every digit that they been shoulda paid.
Actually, well, I want to come and do a bench session with you because see the way he's able to engage all those muscles to get everything into that lift. It doesn't take away from your chest, it only assists it, you know? It's not like he's throwing it around and rolling forward with his front delta, pushing through his triceps. He's still got that angle, he's banging it out, and that's a technique that I want to work on with my flat. So just getting a little bit extra power in there.
Yeah, for sure.
So what we're going to do, again, we're going to pyramid down. I want to keep those tries relatively fresh. If you burn out too much, then all your lifts turn to shit. So we're going to hit this, then we're going to hit the pec deck to fill the chest full of blood and reserve some of those triceps, and then we'll go back to pressing.
One of the biggest myths in the world, bro. Arch bench press does not build any less muscle than a flat bench.
Yeah, exactly. And you can tell by the engagement. Just because you've got a flat back and you're using nothing but your chest, doesn't mean you're going to get any less out of it and getting a little bit more power. In fact, you have more tension because you're lifting more weight for more reps. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. That's a good way to put it, man.
All right.
Let's go, bro. Finish strong. Come on.
To find a way to get it, no, this isn't what you made. If I ever wanna dip, then I'm brink with the blade, and I'm brinking a blink on the brink of some dumb shit. Watch how I move, cause I know the brink's coming. Watch for the blues, cause I know that they dumping. Nothing in my view, so it's hush on discussion. Hush on discussions, you know what you need to. I keep it in the fam to let you know that I don't need you. Y'all cats be see-through, head not the piece. You been king, I'm regal, got it in my abisu. Came through tripping, Aquafina.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so much harder.
Yeah.
Not setting up and activating the way that I'm used to. Fuck that shit makes me fun. That's sick, bro. I love that shit, man. Stepping outside of the square that you're normally training in and realising the difference in other sports, man, it's fucking sick, bro.
That's the kind of growth mindset you need to excel in anything, man. We're just having fun with this shit and we want to learn. And you've got to enjoy it, number one, hey.
100%.
That's it. Doesn't matter if you wanted to do powerlifting, bodybuilding, a strong man, if you wanted to do anything, you just got to enjoy training. Whatever you gravitate towards, as long as you're focused on getting better, we're happy.
And consistency.
Yeah.
That rules everything.
Number one.
Consistency, bro.
See that control? See how he lifted his knees up and placed it on his knees and it sat him up? And people do all this shit and drop it and they have no idea what they're doing. Just twist, bring the knees up, lower, done. Building a big chest is all about connection. That's why this is really important, okay? So a lot of people can get this wrong because they just focus on lifting heavy on here, rolling their shoulders forward and doing it whatever they can to get the lift, okay? No one cares what you can fly. No one ever cares. what you need to do.
Take it for someone who lifts heavy weights all the time. It doesn't need to be heavy for it to fucking hurt.
The main thing is shoulders back. Don't ever roll forward, okay? And keep the tempo nice and slow. So watch this engagement. On the eccentric and the concentric, I'm gonna keep it under tension. I'm never gonna let that weight just kind of get flung around. In, squeeze, back. Your shoulders are back. It's all in the chest. It's all about that chest engagement. It's all about isolating that. If you feel it anywhere else, you're doing it wrong. You want your chest to be on fire.
Nice, bro. Good squeeze. I thought you were never going to stop.
You want to, and you want to get a full range. Just focus on turning the chest. That's it. That's all the technique's for. We're going to do this for 5 sets.
And this is on shoulder mobility.
Good. And feel that connection. See, yeah, like you're in it. That's really engaged. If I was to touch that and it was soft, I'd know he's going through the front delt. Again, squeeze, fail hard, go for another 4 reps. After this, we're going to hit the flat bench and then we're going to go through a bodybuilding technique to get maximum engagement in your pecs. And you want to have textbook form at the start, you can do a few cheat reps at the end. Where if I was to have textbook form, I would have failed at 8, getting a few extra cheat reps in there, I'll get extra blood flow. It's not going to impact you, I'm getting a lot more. Good squeeze, man. Good range, good squeeze. Beautiful. Look at that. Two exercises in. Most males have a hard time getting a chest connection. And that's one of the biggest, objections I get as a PT with guys wanting to develop a chest and not being able to get that connection and establish that connection. It's the most important thing. Sometimes you need to dial it back and just focus on form and nothing else, and don't worry about lifts until you establish that mind muscle connection, get that blood flow and start actually getting a pump through the pecs as opposed to just the front delt and triceps. I've seen a lot of guys who get into lifting and they're really front delt heavy and they walk around slump like this.
Yeah.
It's because every lift they do, they're just pumping their front delt into it. So you want to have a bit of more technique about your lifts to start off with. Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
Just about wearing it out. By the time we get to a bench, we'll barely be able to lift anything, but that's the whole point. Stressing this muscle. But if we're hitting chest, we're hitting chest. So I don't want to be able to do a single push-up at the end of it. Like a tube of toothpaste, we're just squeezing every little bit out of it until there's nothing left.
What's a push-up?
715, kept a weapon on me. Blow make digits, I'm on my business. Stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us red run when I tell a peace. Love is love. Love is love. Hold up with it, got my back on Pippin. I'm back in kitchens with the tray. Windows tinted like how black my skin is. Scoop the shorty in it from a J. Swish, she got vision just like any women.
The main thing being, no matter what chest movement that you do, you keep your shoulders rolled back. So as you are pressing, the engagement is coming from your pecs and not your front delt. That's the main thing, okay? Another thing as well, people flare their elbows out too high and they lose that connection again. Yep, they're pushing from that front delt. So shoulders back, elbows in, and slow the tempo down. Don't fully extend the arms. Get the peak contraction at the top and keep the tempo slow. Okay. Shoulders back. I do suicide grip on that method. But again, it's only 60 kilos and I'm not a big bencher, but I can bench 110, 120 the best of times. So I've got a comfort with going with suicide grip and it just helps me get a bit of better connection. Not that I want everyone else to do it. I broke my thumb and it's hard for me to grip certain ways. That's why I just got used to it.
So what I'm going to do for this one right now is this first set I'm going to set up like I do with the arch bench for powerlifting. I'm going to do just a quick set on that and then I'm going to jump in and I'm going to do it exactly how Daniel's asked me to do it and try and tell you guys exactly the differences that I feel across the chest and the pump and stuff like that. And this is what we're here to learn, the differences between these two, so let's get it going. Alright, so that was a basic powerlifting setup, arch bench. I felt almost no immediate hit to my chest then, just because you're using so much of the rest of your body as support. So I'll jump down now, rep out some of those reps of the technique we used, and we'll see the difference. Always fun when it comes down to the high rep sections on bench, you're going 8 reps, fuck. And you sit up like fucking dizzy because you've held your breath for so long.
But that is a very important point. You can't inhale and exhale when you're doing powerlifting. You just can't do it. You got it. That's where you draw your power.
Yeah.
If you're doing bodybuilding, your sets are that long that you've got to still keep your chest expanded and keep a nice big inhale, but don't fully ever empty your lungs and lose all that power.
Do you think
Expand that ribcage.
bodybuilding you need to keep breathing to get that oxygen flowing through the muscle for that endurance, or?
It depends how many reps and what method you're doing with your sets as well. Because through bodybuilding you still do a strength training and you still do a low rep as well. Depends what method. Like for example, pec deck, breathe all day, you don't have to worry about it. With my bench, I still lift relatively heavy and I will never fully exhale. I'll still keep those ribs expanded. Alright.
Let's change this technique up, mate.
Let's change this technique. Alright.
Alright, set me up, bro.
Cool. Just want to see how I'm lined up. Alright.
So feet out flat.
Okay. Yep, so feet good. And you've got those shoulders rolled back. Here we go. Make sure you're all lined up. Bring it down to the nipple line, control it, and press. And drive through the chest. Good. Slow down, slow up, squeeze the top. That's it. Good engagement. Good. Isolate those pecs. Mind right here. Good. That's it. Just burn it out. Good. Again. That's it. Good.
Damn.
Feel it?
Massive difference. That first setup, I feel like I could have repped that for 20 plus reps easily.
Yeah.
That one, what was that, 6, 7 reps, and I started feeling it, man. Straight away. That muscle started breaking down instantly. The pump got too much to be able to control it nice and well, man. It's crazy the difference in that little bit of technique.
But that's why we say, pick a path and commit to it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Just like any women giving me the kitten, way before the riches, nothing more to mention. I could light a block of powder or a glisten, boring on my body, that's Agora linen. I came through dripping out the fever, I'm 715, kept a weapon on me.
Good control, man. Holy man. That chest engagement's unreal.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Chest engagement, that's what it's all about. You follow this, look, this is the method that I do with me and all my clients that develop a big chest. So if you just follow this training routine and focus on that mind-muscle connection as opposed to just lifting heavy weights, I told you, double D.
Okay. There's a reason why I started hooking up with this guy to do these training sessions, guys. I know plenty of bodybuilders, not only is he family, but man knows what he's talking about.
You know what I'm weighing at the moment?
Hey?
73. I weigh 73 kilos.
Fucking hell, bro. I had 100 kilos on me a few weeks ago.
You had 100 kilos on me. Oh, that's hectic, man.
It's not comfortable. I'll give you that much.
It's what it takes, man.
That's it,
Dedication.
bro. That's it.
Pick a path, stick to it, follow it, and dedicate yourself to it. That's the only way you will really succeed.
You're gonna be willing to put yourself through hell to get where you want to be, guys.
That's a really important learning curve. The different methods and how they fire different muscles and optimizing them as well. Because I was saying to my wife, Jem, Tyron's cousin, that you take any person off the street to do the yoga class that I was struggling in and they're gonna ace it. It's just when you guys kind of, as I said, pick a path and follow it, it kind of inhibits a lot of the other areas. That's why you've got to really commit to what you want to do. All right, we're gonna go one more set on this, and then I'm gonna show some flies that I haven't really seen anyone else do. I kind of came up with them, but give you a good connection.
I'm excited.
Yeah, Pardo special.
An original, baby.
It's an incline fly, but I made a variation to it to help me get the best connection possible now. Because of the angle, the front delt really does want to take over, all right? So sometimes when you just do your typical fly, you're gonna really feel it in that front delt. So I'm gonna just hit this exercise now and show you the technique that I do and explain it after. What I do is I like to get a bit of a tilt, shoulders back again, slow, focus on the stretch, okay? So it's not a hard tilt like this and like this, it's just you got it in your neutral grip and you just get a little bit of a tilt, shoulders back, focus on getting that stretch, 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 then turn your wrists and come up with it, okay? If you come up like this, you're gonna get a much harder contraction to the top of your chest, okay? So I'm just gonna go through it now and shut my damn mouth. I don't go too heavy. After all the pressing and all the exercises we've done, no matter how your technique is, you're always gonna feel in that front delt. You can't help it. It's about trying to establish that connection as best you can. Nice and slow and focus on getting the biggest stretch possible. Tilt. Again. Down, 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 stretch, sweep and come around with it a bit. Yes. So I can feel the fibers in his chest just firing. That's it, man. Beautiful. Look at that. Good. Fail through that chest. Don't put him down until you do. 5, 4, 3, 2. Together. Push them together hard. Hup, hup, hup.
Is that very similar to that holding the plate?
So what I did with the dumbbells, as opposed to just holding, I pushed them together like that to really engage that chest, and that's when I started my pulsing. So I was under tension the whole time, push it together hard and work it. Just fail. This is all about just fucking that muscle up and leaving with nothing left to give. Alright, you want to see a magic trick? Watch me disappear. Alright, what we're going to do, alright, so let's just say we've hit that for 4 sets, right? We're going to hit an AMRAP, as many reps as possible, always a mad finisher. We're going to time for 2 minutes. We're going to hit a machine so you don't have to worry too much about technique and you can just rip into that muscle. There's one thing I want to say about machines, they're idiot proof, okay? If you have a hard time getting a connection, just jump on a machine until you get it right, okay? Not the most appealing thing, but basically all I'm going to do is time this for 2 minutes. As soon as I fatigue, I'm going to wait 10-15 seconds and then keep going all the way to that 2 minutes. I do this on a few exercises towards the ends of my workout just to smash it, alright? And let's go. Again, shoulders back. Big squeeze at the top, not too heavy. Just wrap it out.
Blow make digits, I'm on my business. Stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us red run when I tell a peace. Love is love. Love is love. Adios. Love is love. Love is love. Adios. Love is.
I'll lay down, then edit it, me sitting back up going, oh, smoked it, didn't stop for 2 minutes. Loop two of them.
Look, one rep. 20 times.
And I'll just go, pop, pop, pop. And then you can just loop them.
Focus on that squeeze and slow the tension down. Good. Control, squeeze, that's it.
715, kept a weapon on me. Flow make digits, I'm on my business. Stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us red run when I tell a peace. Love is love.
Alright, we're just gonna give you 3 more reps, okay? Alright, back in. Smack him out. Let's go. Get what you can. Explode. Up. Good. Up. Yeah. Finish it, finish it, finish it, finish it. That's it, control down. That's it, man.
Woo. That's just rough, bro.
It's that muscle failure, that's what it takes. As you see, tries are pretty much dead. So we're gonna still just finish the chest off with some cable flies. I'm gonna superset it with push-ups. You won't worry about it. I find there's no set angle to really get the best connection. I kind of alternate during my set. Down, up, stretch, in the middle, just burn it. I'll let my muscles do the talking at this point.
Gee, baby, look, labs till I'm finished. Had a handful of lemons through the hand. Got a bag, now the hands in the business. For my hand, it's a ticket. Talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I've been playing with the minutes that they been shoulda gave. And I'm flipping every digit that they been shoulda paid. Had to find a way to get it. No, this isn't what you made. If I ever wanna dip, then I'm brink with the blade. And I'm brinking a blink on the brink of some dumb shit. Watch how I move, cause I know the brink's coming. Watch for the blues, cause I know that they dumping. Nothing in my view, so it's hush on discussion. Hush on discussions, you know what you need to. I keep it in the fam to let you know that I don't need you. Y'all cats be see-through, heading out to peace. You been king, I'm regal, got it in my Abisu. Came through tripping Aquafina, I'm 715, kept a weapon.
I'm gonna try it.
But what I'm gonna do for you guys is I'm actually gonna type this up in a template, and at the end of this video, I'm gonna put it up. Just so you can see everything written down. You guys can write it down and try it for yourself, okay? So I hit this session all the time. My variables are at the end of my finishes, okay? I've prioritized my incline. I still get a connection. I might change flat with incline and stuff, but it's generally the same principles. Towards the end, I'm just gonna change the method up of just absolutely tearing the muscle. I've done this for years. For you, you're gonna get mad development, you're gonna get a good sweep in your chest. Towards comp, I would start pyramiding out.
Yeah.
Start with your flat bench, prioritize getting your flat bench up and bridge that gap going towards comp.
Yeah.
I feel like even this is good about getting connection. This may, if you did this leading up to comp, might take away some of the power from your lifts. So.
There's so many things going to take away from this kind of stuff, doing this kind of training, bro. Realizing that just because you're good at what you do doesn't mean you're good at everything weightlifting. So it's really good to be able to bridge that gap. And I'm sore. My chest is hurting, my triceps are hurting. And like I said earlier, on a good comp day, I'll bench 200 kilos plus. And I had 30 kilos over there kicking my ass. So, you know, there's another point to say. Something that I preach very heavily is that, man, no matter where you step into, no matter who you're training with, stay humble, man. Because you'll get fucking humbled quick.
But you know what? Mad respect to Tyron for stepping out of his element and giving this a good crack. In his element, he's an absolute beast, man. So give this man respect. And I'm going to be stepping into his yard soon, and we're going to do some other videos as well. Alright, cool, bro. So, look, give him a follow on Insta as well. Your handles?
Yeah, just at Powerlifting. Jump on there. Mainly just post all my powerlifting stuff. But yeah, give us a sauce, guys. Thank you.
Yep, and just, you know me, your boy Daniel Lewis Pardo, right? So give me a follow and subscribe to this channel. We're going to be doing a lot more videos. Tyron's going to be doing a lot of videos on his channel as well, so keep your eyes peeled, man. Alright,
Take care, guys.